Okay, today we're making the most soft, chewy snickerdoodles. They've got that classic tang and crinkly top and are coated in the perfect layer of cinnamon sugar. Best of all, they're so simple to make. So to start off, you want to preheat your oven to 350F or 180C conventional and line 2 large baking sheets with parchment paper and then just set them aside for now. Next, in a medium bowl, you want to combine 270 grams or 2 1/4 cups of plain all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and half a teaspoon of salt. There's no need to sift the dry ingredients, and then you just want to give that a good mix with a whisk until it's well combined and set it aside for now. Next, in a large bowl, you want to add in 170 grams or 3/4 of a cup of softened unsalted butter. It shouldn't be melted, just slightly softened so that it's easier to mix, 150 grams or 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar, and 75 grams or 6 tablespoons of soft light brown sugar. And then using a hand or stand mixer on a medium speed, cream that for 3 minutes until it's light and fluffy. Next, you want to add in 1 large room temperature egg, 1 large egg yolk, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla, and mix that in on a low speed until just combined. You don't want to incorporate too much air into the batter at this stage. Next, you want to add in the pre-sifted dry ingredients from earlier and mix on a low speed until just combined. You don't want to overmix the dough. So once the dough is ready, you want to portion it out onto the lined baking trays from earlier. I'm using a medium spring-loaded cookie scoop that holds about 1 1/2 tablespoons of dough and leaving about 2 inches of space in between each portion of dough. If you don't have a scoop, then you can just use a tablespoon as well. Now once all the dough is portioned out, I like to roll the dough in my palms just to give them a nice round shape. So to finish off the snickerdoodles, the last step is to combine 30 grams or 2 1/2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar with 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Give that a good mix and then roll each round ball of dough really well in the cinnamon sugar mixture and then place it back onto the lined tray. Now once all the balls of dough are coated, these snickerdoodles are ready to go into our preheated oven 1 tray at a time for 14 minutes or until the edges are set but the centers still look a little soft and puffy. If you touch the edges of the cookies, they should feel set so none of the dough sticks to your fingers, but still soft so the edges and center still have some movement. So once the cookies are done, you just want to let them cool on the tray for about 15 minutes to firm up a bit before carefully transferring them to a wire rack to completely cool, and then they are ready to serve. These snickerdoodles have that perfect soft and chewy texture. They're packed with that warm cinnamon flavor and classic tang, and they're just a simple, easy treat to make that's always a crowd pleaser. So that is it for today, guys. If you do decide to give this recipe a go, then please do leave a review on our blog. It really helps our content out here at Cakes by MK, and I'll see you in the next video.